pragmatism. Let's talk about the pragmatism. It's a philosophical theory, and let's go through this. And actually, it's all about the philosophy, right? So when it comes to the pragmatism, uh, actually it's a research. I'm talking about the research and advanced foundation, philosophical foundation of deeper drive, right? So while the classical program like the Peary's, James and the Davy provides a core and understanding deeper philosophical roots and evaluation and evolution of the is crucial. When it comes to the ontology, nature of the reality, right? The pragmatism people always they are more into the you can say more into the society, and they are very practical people, right? So in this case, actually, pragmatism is. Let us talk about first of all what is pragmatism. Pragmatism is a philosophical tradition, right? That originated in United States in 1870s. So it's emphasized and practical consequences that utility of ideas, theories, and the beliefs, and the like a criterion of their meaning, truth, and the value, and the core value, right? It asks actually what are the practical effects of holding this belief of the theory. They are always practical people. They are being as a practical people, and they always emphasize themselves as a practical people, right? So they describes the results, and also it is considered valuable and potential true is given the context, right? So let's talk about something key tenets and the ideas like emphasis of practicality and the experience. When it comes to the pragmatism is prioritize the hands-on experience and experimentation and action over the abstract speculation of the fixed and absolute truths also, right? And knowledging it seems as continually evolving based on the interactions of the with the social and environmental world. And secondly, truth as a utility. Truth as a utility. For pragmatists, actually, the truth of a proposition or idea that determined by its effectiveness and usefulness, and also achieving specific goals or solving the problems. They are always problem solving, result oriented people, right? Actually, this is often summarized as whatever works is likely true. So let's say four people go to the bar to drink something, and the bar explains them. There's a theory like bartender comes and he said only one time you can order any drink, but actually you have to bread you have to select the best drink for the summertime. So there are some rational people, and there are some kind of people, but the pragmatic. If you see the pragmatists, they ask first of all, they are very practical people. They ask from the bartender what is the best drink for them for now at this time to drink, and the bartender says this is the drink that for example a beer, something like that, and he enjoy the beer and say the other people who goes with him, and they think about the menu, and they think about what I have choose, and they are in between something. They can maybe they can choose, they cannot choose. This is kind of thing. This is simply I have to explain you truth and the utility. Actually, for pragmatists, the truth of a propositions, it's a proposition of ideas determined by its effectiveness and usefulness and achieving the specific goals or solving the problems. Actually, this is often summarized as whatever works, whatever works, right? Somebody write me in Arabic. I'm sorry, I do not know Arabic. Please don't write me Arabic, right? And whatever works is likely true, right? It also means that truth is not a static, but it can change as the circumstances and understanding the evolve, right? So you can say the interconnectedness and the thoughts and the actions, right? So the ideas are not seen as separate from the actions, right? Thoughts are meant to guide the actions, and actions is turn, inform, and refine thoughts, right? Learning the dynamic process of learning by doing. So most of the time we are doing like this, and also when it comes to another segment, of course, anti funda like a foundationalism, like a foundation, like a foundationalism, and the representationalism. So when it comes to the anti-representationalism, actually the pragmatists often reject the ideas of a single and object's reality, that thoughts or language means mainly mirrors. Instead of they view the language and the thoughts as a tool for predictions and the problem solving and actions, actually, right? This is very important to our life, human life, right? And there are some skeptical and the grand metaphysical systems and also research for absolute and unchanging foundation for the knowledge, right? And fallibilism. When it comes to the fallibilism, the pragmatists embrace the idea and they that they any of our beliefs and the methods could and the principle turn out to be flawed, and this encourages continuously inquiring and the willingness to reverse the ideas based on the new evidence and the experience. These are very, very practical people, I'm saying you. And normally, the world is it's a very different place. Things can change from country to country, from geographical region to another location, and also differs from the culture, differs from the religion, differs from the nation, differs from the ethnic groups. It depends on wherever you live. But the truth is truth, right? So in this case, the rejection and the dualisms, the pragmatism, when it comes to the pragmatism, often seeks the bridge of traditional philosophical dualisms, such as mind-body and theory practice and the fact value, by highlighting their interconnectedness in the human experience. You can say when it comes to the major philosophers like Charles Scandier's theories from 1839 to 1940, right? These are fundamental figures of classical pragmatisms. These are Charles Scandier's theories and the William James. I love William James, by the way, right? I love William James. And John Dewey. John Dewey, very recently, he died in 1952. He was born in 1859. He developed the pragmatism into a comprehensive philosophy, and he called instrumentalism, right? Instrumentalism. Dewey applied the pragmatic principles of education, ethics, and the politics and the social reforms. Many of the social science, it has been widely talked about it, right? And time to time, I'll bring you some new videos about the pragmatism and the new theories as well. And he saw the intelligence as the tool for solving the problems, right? And also fostering growth and emphasizing the democratic the participation and the experimental learning. There are some kind of theories they have found, and still it is evolving, right? And a kind of evolution happens. And the William James, I love William James, by the way. And 1842 to 1910 he lives. Basically, they live, most of them they live in US. And he's a psychologist and the philosopher who popularized the pragmatism, right, and applied into the real world scenarios, and also the wide range of human experience, including he collects so many experience. He go to country, place to place, and he made a lot of experiments in the development of the pragmatism, right, and including the moral, religious beliefs. And James, he emphasized the role of the individual experience, and the cash value of the ideas in terms of their practical consequences for individuals, actually, right? And also, when it comes to the Dr. Perry's, he often credited with coining the terms of pragmatism, and later the pragmatism is distinguished his views for the James interpretations, right? The Perry's was the logician and also scientists who focused and the found of pragmatism as the method of clarifying the concepts of considering of their conceivable practical effects, right? And his pragmatic Marxism, right, maximum state of considering what effects and might conceivable have practical bearings. We conceive we conceive the objects of our conception to have, and then your conception of these effects is the whole of your conception of the object, right? These are the key theories I'm saying you. And later development of actually the other influential figures like the pragmatism include the George Herbert Mead, C.I. Lewis, and more recently neo pragmaticists like Richard Rorty and Hilary Putnam and the Colonel West, right? And the history of development. When it comes to the history and the development of pragmatism, the pragmatism, it's emerged in the United States in 1970s, as I said you, is largely form of discussions among the members of the metaphysical club and the Cambridge in the Cambridge, Massachusetts, and which includes the Perrys, James, and the Orwell Williams, Holmes, gained popularity in the 20th century, and the practically thought James writings, right, and the James writings. And while it lost some momentum of the rising of analytical philosophy in mid 20th century, there has been the reendurance and the interest of the pragmatism since 1970s up until today, right? And the contemporary philosophers, they are engaging with its rich tradition to apply insights for the new areas. When it comes to impacts, right? Education, such as education, politics, international law, and the social reforms. When it comes to politics, let's talk about politics. Pragmatism is the emphasis of the problem solving and adapting to the changing circumstances. Circumstances has reasoned with efforts for the social and political improvements, right? And when it comes to the law, Oliver Wendell Holmes Jr. applied the pragmatic ideas to the legal theory and focusing on the practical consequences of the legal decisions. And when it comes to the education level, right? Actually, John Dewey's work led to the progressive of the education, also movement, or emphasizing the learning and by doing, learning by doing and learning by doing, right? And project based on learning and curriculums and relevant to the students' life. So this is all about the pragmatism and the impact of its application. Let's talk about the second part after some time, right? Thank you for watching me, and I want to give you a small idea and like a definition, like a small idea about the pragmatism. Be pragmatic. Pragmatism and pragmatist is the best way to learn to your life, learn through by doing, learning. learning by doing the things and to get experience, right? Bye bye. God bless you. See you another by another great video. Bye bye. See you. Thank you for watching.